My steam boiler is cycling too much. How much is too much? Boiler short cycling is one of the most misunderstood terms in the boiler business. It means the burner turns on and off too frequently in a short period of time. This reduces system efficiency, causes wear on components like gas valves, ignition systems, and controls, and often indicates an underlying problem with the system balance or control. Welcome to Boiler Room Detective. I'm your host, Ray Wolford. How do you identify short cycling? A steam boiler is considered to short cycle if it fires less than 5 to 7 minutes per cycle repeatedly. It turns off before the entire system reaches temperature or pressure, then restarts shortly after. You hear the boiler turn on and off multiple times within 30 minutes, and the room thermostats are still calling for heat, but the boiler is off. Example: if the boiler is running for 2 minutes, shutting off for 3 minutes, and repeating that pattern continuously during a call for heat, it's short cycling. So how do you diagnose the cause of it? The first thing to do is determine what it's going off on. Does it lose its call for heat? Is it going off on pressure? Is it going off on low water? If the boiler loses its call for heat, it could be a defective thermostat, broken thermostat wires, or thermostat location. You can verify the loss of power by checking for voltage on the wire returning from the thermostat or control. On the thermostat, it will be the white wire. On commercial systems, it may be the wire feeding the T terminal. Is the thermostat near a steam pipe that could be giving off a false reading? Or it may have to be relocated. It could be in direct sunlight. A way to confirm if it is a thermostat is to temporarily jumper the terminals at the boiler to simulate a call for heat. If the boiler stays on, the problem is in the thermostat or the wiring. If the boiler is going off on pressure before the building warms up, there could be several possibilities, such as air in the system, defective pressure gauge or pressure control, plugged pigtail, or the boiler is oversized. The first thing I would suspect is air. When air is heated, it expands. If air is in the piping, steam cannot get in, and the pressure control doesn't know the difference. Make sure the vents work so air can be removed. The next thing I check is the pressure control and the pigtail. The pigtail is always plugged with junk. It's a good idea to keep a spare, as they are almost impossible to clean. When cleaning the pressure control, I might change the pressure gauge, especially if it's on the same pigtail. It could be plugged just like the pigtail. Check the pressure settings on the pressure control. If the differential on the pressure control is set too close, it would cause rapid cycling. The last thing is if the boiler is oversized. You can compare the output of the boiler to the EDR of the radiators to see if it is oversized. Before taking the time to do this, I would ask the owner if it's always done this. If it has, the boiler could be oversized. If it hasn't, the boiler sizing may not be the problem. The last thing is the boiler going off on low water. If it is, it could be a defective low water cutoff or the condition of the water. I would suspect the latter. Watch the gauge glass when the boiler runs. Is the water level having large swings, and do you see dirt floating in the water? It may mean that the boiler needs skim to remove air and/or oil. Short cycling equals frequent on and off cycles that hurts efficiency and the lifespan of the boiler. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you found this video helpful. My boiler books are available at Pronto Heating Supplies in New York and online at Amazon. My articles are published in these trade magazines. See you on the next case.